Today, we're going to talk about the metaverse.
How fantastic does the idea of watching mega sports events in the Metaverse stadium sound? Watching your favorite players showing their feats and flexing their powers in the VR world is way too exciting, isn't it? Manchester City is all set to bring about a revolution in the world by its thunderous deal with Sony. Oh, how exciting the idea of Metaverse Football Stadium sounds. Wondering how such an unbelievable thing is even possible?
Eye tracking and knowing what your eyes are actually looking at, you can fake it reasonably well.
Well, just stay with us till the end, and you will know all about this magical tale. What's the hype about City's football stadium? So yes, an unbelievably crazy thing is happening in Manchester City. It has teamed up with Sony to develop the world's first ever football stadium in the 3D AR/VR world of Metaverse. Highly sophisticated technologies of image analysis and skeletal tracking developed by Hawkeye are going to be used to breathe life into this Metaverse football stadium project. Do you know that City has entered into a lucrative business deal with Sony, and together they are going to work on this 3-year initiative? The Metaverse Football Stadium of Manchester City might still be in its early stages, but guess what? VR experts at Sony have already visited the Etihad Stadium to prepare a digital map of this awesome spot. After all, creating a full-on virtual version of the Etihad Stadium is not an easy-peasy task. Anyway, the experts at Sony are doing it all, and you may find it equally fascinating to know that the club officials are now hoping that the virtual Etihad Stadium is going to be completely packed with an audience. No, not the actual forms of audience, but in the Metaverse Stadium, it will be the avatars of the football fans who will be populating the place. As it is understood, not everyone can travel to Manchester City to watch their favorite sports events taking place live in the Grand Stadium of City. Once the stadium gains completion, supporters from all over the world will be able to enjoy the tournaments from the comfort of their homes. Let's see what Noria Tari, the Chief Marketing and Fan Engagement Officer at City Football Group, has to say about this grand Metaverse project. The whole point we could imagine of having a Metaverse is you can recreate a game. You could watch the game live. You're part of the action in a different way through different angles. And you can fill the stadium as much as you want because it's unlimited. It's completely virtual. But also, you're in control of what you want to be watching at that time. There's not the one broadcast point of view. You can look at it through any angle of the stadium. That's the sky's the limit. Does Mark Zuckerberg get to do anything with City's stadium project? Though Zuckerberg's Facebook, present-day Meta, has not got any direct influence on City's Metaverse Stadium project, we can't do away with Mr. Zuck's killer vision at all. After all, his idea was the main inspiration behind the creation of the famous Etihad Stadium of Manchester City in the Metaverse space. Mark Zuckerberg was the first to reveal that Metaverse can be used as a space where users can switch to their respective digital avatars and have a great time playing, meeting, dining, watching events, and having fun with other users. Manchester City has wittingly thought of using Zuckerberg's idea to create a virtual version of its renowned sports stadium. Fans can meet their favorite players in the Metaverse Stadium, communicate with them, and can even click pictures together. Of course, by using their avatars. What will you need to enter the Metaverse Stadium of City? Since the Etihad Stadium is still in its infancy, we haven't yet been able to get our hands on the exact information as to how you can access the stadium in the Metaverse. But as we can already predict, all that you will need are a VR headset and hand controllers. Live matches will now be converted into their own digital versions, and you can watch these shows being streamed in the Metaverse Stadium. The developers are trying to stream the digital version of these matches, and these are just going to resemble the scenario that you come across in the FIFA video game. Do you know what is the best aspect of it? You can watch real games being played in the Metaverse Stadium in the coming days. How awesome is that? Is the Metaverse Stadium going to be a mainstream concept in the coming days? Nuria Tari, Chief Marketing and Fan Engagement Officer of City Football Group, had said, "I think the traditional image of someone sitting on a sofa watching a screen is something we cannot imagine is still going to be the reality, not even in 10 years, maybe in 5 years' time already. Things move much faster than we think." City's Metaverse Football Stadium is all set to be crowded with football enthusiasts from all over the world as they step into their avatars to enjoy the lively match unfolding in front of them. This is going to be a highly crowded city hub once it gains completion. With Metaverse emerging to be a mainstream concept, we don't see any other reason as to why Manchester City's football stadium is not going to be a success among the sports fanatics. Are you already excited about the VR version of this city stadium? Wondering when it is going to rock the market? Well, a fixed date has not yet been released by the developers. Anyway, we have got an interesting update for you. Let's introduce you to Andy Etches, the co-founder of Rezzil, which is a well-known company that is also the developer of the Metaverse game Player 22, and it has been used by the Premier League clubs to train the players. Since Andy Etches is involved in the development of the Metaverse Stadium of Manchester City, he has revealed it's, the arrival of Metaverse Stadium, not too far off. We could pretty much deliver it now, although at this stage, it would be more likely to be a computer-generated vision. Metaverse is already an extremely popular domain, and there is no iota of doubt that the advent of a Metaverse football stadium is going to be immensely popular among fans located all over the world. Wondering if this is going to be the future of football? Well, yes, it can be. And if that happens, broadcasting rights are going to be unimaginably impacted. At the present, these rights are being sold to the broadcasters as a complete Premier League-wide package. Now we don't know if things are actually going to be like these. After all, the recent trend of clubs going on the quest to look for chances of selling broadcasting rights by themselves via their own Metaverse platforms may surface in the future. It would be interesting to see how events unfold once Manchester City's Metaverse football stadium becomes a reality. It's just a matter of a few years, probably. Let's see how marvelous this project turns out to be. How mesmerized are you by City's Metaverse Football Stadium? Let us know in the comments section as to what you think of this grand event in the Metaverse. Also, if you enjoyed watching the video, do press the like button and press the subscribe button to stay notified of the new video releases of our channel, Metaverse World. See you super soon in our next video.